Great to have you with us. We are... And Clark for these... teams, a lot of their action runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
And now Dallas' starting group. Anthony Davis is out there with Washington. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Exum in at the 3. A nice shot by Booker.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
Takes the 3. Durant pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Now here's Davis. Pass to Irving. Puts up a 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, you can feel it. When you make a 3 on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Booker, good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Exum gets the bucket.
Keeping that head on a swivel, eyes alert. Washington doing a nice job finding this man there.
Here's Booker. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And it's Irving missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Durant with it. Exum picks him up. Pass to Lee. Richards with it. Back to Lee. Now Durant. Shot clock at 6. Shoots a fadeaway. Davis with a rebound.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Thompson's shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And that one's good.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Thompson, a screen on Booker. And it's Irving missing. The Suns lead by 6. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. I asked Coach how they plan to defend Kyrie Irving. He laughed and said, that's top secret, but seriously, Irving's got those moves, the counter moves, the incredible finishing around the rim, and sometimes you just hope Kyrie has an off night. We'll see how locked in Kyrie is tonight, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Outside Durant. Shoots over Davis. Durant, no good.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Right side Davis. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Suns have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Durant with it. Checked by Washington. Puts up a deep 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Exum. Booker against Irving. To win the cold spell. It's the trifecta. Irving's got 6.
Kyrie Irving, what a touch from deep.
Durant for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Washington with the ball. Here's Thompson. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hands.
Yep, that one goes. He's got 10.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Irving finds Washington. Washington, a screen on Booker. Irving for 3. And Dallas hits again from deep.
3-point field goal.
And Booker's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. 3-point lead. Pass to Durant. 3-pointer. That one doesn't drop. Irving for 3. The shot no good. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Suns. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Bradley Beal. Royce O'Neal is out there with Bol Bol. Then it's Mason Plumlee, and it's Allen in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Mavericks trail by 3. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Powell. There's the 3. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Powell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's a screen. 3-pointer O'Neal. Drains the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Fires the 3. Christie's shot is off. The Suns lead by 3. Beal from outside. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Here's Christie. No points yet. Launches a 3. Counted from distance.
His 3-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Plumlee passes to O'Neal. Back to Plumlee. Outside Bol. Plumlee a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
The defense doing all they could against Bol. I mean, he's so tall, it's hard to defend him.
He hits the second from the line. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
Beal against Dinwiddie. It's tipped. Here we go, all alone. He launches a 3. It's hauled in by Beal. The Suns lead by 3. For 3, Allen. Edwards pulls it in.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
For 3, Allen. Hits the 3-pointer. Allen's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to O'Neal. The 3-ball. And the Suns get another 3.
Slick feed by Beal, taking advantage of the hole in the defense to set up a wide-open man.
Powell, a screen on Allen. Now Powell. From downtown, Knocks it down from distance. Powell's gotten his third basket of the night.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Bowl, the pass to Allen. Here's Plumlee. Powell covers. Just 5 to shoot. Releases. They get it again. Out to Beal. Back to Plumlee. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Suns lead by 8.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Pass to Powell. Fires for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. Phoenix has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. And here's Allen. Back to Bull. Launches it from deep. Powell pulls it in. 1:10 left to play in the first half of basketball. Edwards finds Powell. Misses the 3. The Suns lead by 8. Back to Allen. Pass to Plumlee. Beal with it. Goes up at the elbow. That's good on the jumper. Beal's got 5 now.
Look at Beal asserting himself in the mid-range, reminding the defense that he can take that.
Edwards, the pass to Powell. He drops it from range.
3-point field goal.
And here are the Suns now. They've led by as much as 10. Bull, a screen on Dinwiddie. Outside Bull from deep. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Powell outside, takes a 3. It's hauled in by Beal. Three-pointer, O'Neal. Powell pulls it in. Here's Christie. Drops in the 3. And now just a 4-point Suns lead.
Opportunistic basketball. It's a great look at the 3 in transition.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Phoenix out in front. They're up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Dwight Powell with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half, they've got Thompson, P.J. Washington out there with Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Exum in at the small forward position.
Hey, from a technical, mechanical standpoint, Klay Thompson has one of the purest jump shots you'll ever see.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. And so it's Phoenix with it. 8-point game. And a miss there off the inbound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
The 3 from Thompson. Oh, and Klay makes that 3 look so easy.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Nice shot by Durant.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading 3s back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Out to Thompson. Fires the three. Phoenix grabs the miss. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Durant for three. The shot comes out.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Irving for three. No luck on that one. Phoenix leading by 8. Outside Durant. The steal. Exum with it. Dunn in his pocket. Pass to Irving. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
Durant surveying the D. Here's Dunn. No good on the three. Mavericks trail by 8.
Phoenix foul. Dunn. First personal foul. First team foul.
Thompson outside. Puts up a deep three. Oh! From the parking lot!
And that was from the parking lot. You got to be impressed with how accurate Thompson is from way outside.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns.
First team foul.
Here's Iguodaro. Yes, it's good. Iguodaro's got his first points of the night.
Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
Hardy, the pass to Edwards. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's the three. And O'Neal good for three. And now a 10-point Phoenix lead.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Iguodaro. O'Neal on the wing. Now Bull. Beal outside. Off the mark there with a three. For three, Hardy. Connects from downtown.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Tries the spin move. And Beal launches from deep. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Mavericks trail by 7. Pass to Marshall. Fires from deep. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Three-pointer. Beal gets the three to fall. Beal's got 8 points.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Hardy, the pass to Edwards. 4-3. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Marshall. Let's go with a three. For three, Hardy. Iguodaro grabs a miss. Beal outside. From the arc. Knocks down the triple. He's got 11.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Here's Beal. Bradley Beal's out there with Grayson Allen. Then it's Bol Bol. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Iguodaro in at the 5, down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Mavericks trail by 10. Edwards, the pass to Hardy. Back to Edwards. Here's Hardy. From outside the arc. Buries it from 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
It's Beal on the wing. There's a screen. Back to O'Neal. Pass to Iguodaro. Tipped. Here's Hardy. There's the triple. Iguodaro grabs a miss.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Allen, the pass to Bowl. Beal outside. Allen with it. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. And finished off by Bowl.
Those boards appear to me like easy money for Bowl. Then the awareness to put it back through, that's good work.
For 3, Powell sends it home from three-point land.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Davis, he's checked in for Edwards. Exum comes in for Marshall. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Christie. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Hardy. Booker, the pass to Beal. Back to Booker. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Beal.
Number 00, Royce O'Neal.
Richards with a screen. The kick to Durant. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. And the Suns lead by 5.
Durant has definitely been on one tonight, knocking down shots for himself at a high rate.
And there's a whistle. That one goes on Royce O'Neal. That's his first foul. Bradley Beal, he's checked in for the Suns. And Dallas also making a switch. Christie's checked in for Exum. Irving against Booker. Davis a screen. Irving the pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. And it's Irving missing.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Durant with a screen on Powell. Beal from outside. Back to O'Neal. It's Booker on the wing. He's guarded by Irving. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Mavs. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Davis a screen. Here's Christie. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Nails it from 3.
Durant's pull-up is quick and smooth and virtually unguardable. So agile he is for a 7-footer.
Here's Christie. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And neither side right now giving an inch. We'll see who cracks first.
Guys, intensity turned up at its highest level. A perimeter bomb fest going on right now.
Davis against Durant. Pass to O'Neal. Outside for Booker. Beal with it. Back to Booker. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Christie. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
He's got a clear path. Davis finds Thompson. Back to Davis. It's Powell. High post. Here's Christie. And that misses. That would have put him up. And so it's Phoenix with it. Durant with it. Now Thompson defending. Three-pointer for 3. And connects from downtown.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Christie's shot is off. And here are the Suns. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Durant. Puts the move on. Ooh, he buries it. And it's a 7-point Suns lead. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubats. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Jones in at the 3. Dunn misses. And here's Phoenix. KD looking around. It's hauled in by Zubats. Harden against Durant. Harden kicks to Leonard. From the arc. Rebound by the Suns. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. And I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and Coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Break in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Well, anytime that somebody scores, Devin Booker's the first option. He comes back and drills that one.
Harden way outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Durant with it. Jones covering. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Los Angeles is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Booker. Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Dunn, wide open, he fires another 3 for Phoenix.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Now Durant. James Harden missing on the 3. Over Leonard. Again, Phoenix.
KD sets up those crossovers as a big 7-footer. He handles the ball so well, and that's a great decision out of a pick-and-roll set.
Now here's Leonard to stop the run. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lee outside. It's hauled in by Zubats. The Clippers trail. Harden looking it over. And it's off from three-point range. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023, so all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
The shot by KD, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Leonard's got 6.
Kawhi typically solid from 3. You're not sure you want to leave him open like that.
Durant for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Pass to Dunn. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Harden. Jones against Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Jones. Now the Clippers moving it up. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And another three for the Clippers.
And that's Harden. He can beat you equally off the dribble or off the catch.
Durant dishes to Dunn. Pass to Booker. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Clippers lead by 6. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Drew Eubanks out there with Batum, and it's Mills. Then there's Bogdanovich, and it's Coffee in at the 3-side.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Suns trail by 4. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Mills. Lets it go with the 3. O'Neal with the steal. They're running. Beal gets a wide open look. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Beal's got 5 points so far.
You got to get out on Beal. He's just too dangerous as an outside shooter.
The 3 from Mills. Rebound by the Suns. Now here's Bull. Screen by Bull. Beal, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Beal takes on the offensive load and does a great job here to score.
Batum finds Bogdanovich from downtown. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Frank, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Beal the pass to Allen. Beal with a screen on Bogdanovich. Allen dishes the Bull. 6 to shoot. Out to the wing. Fader on the way. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Nailed from three-point land.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Allen for 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Suns missing. Clippers leading by 3. Mills looking it over. Pass to Coffee. They set the pick. Takes a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Coffee's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off his sweet spot.
And So it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Coffey. They get a hand on it. O'Neal with the steal. And here is Allen. Outside Beal, the three, and a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
Smart play by Beal, just gets set up in prime scoring position, and he knows what to do from there.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Coffey, guarded by O'Neal. Shot clock at 6, and Batum kicks to Mills. Jacks up a three. The shot comes out. Here's Bull. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Let's it go.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Lee. Dunn is out there with Durant. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Richards in at the center position. Who's out there for Phoenix. And with this core of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Done against Lee. Now, here's Zubats. He's tightly guarded, and he comes up with the deuce.
And you like Zubats for just making the simple play. He does that all the time.
Lee kicks to Dunn. Durant inside. He's covered by Leonard. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Harden finds Jones. Stolen by Durant. Ball's knocked loose. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA.
Well, with range extending out well beyond the arc, Durant has zero trouble knocking that one down.
Here's Dunn. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Suns trail. Durant kicks to Dunn. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Harden, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Booker against Leonard. Over Booker. Los Angeles with another miss. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Here's KD. No good. That would have tied it. The Clippers in the lead. Dunn, wide open, he fires, and again it's the Clippers missing. Phoenix has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Harden the pass to Zubac. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his third assist on the night. Durant against Leonard. Back to Durant. There's the three. That shot off the mark. Clippers leading by 4. Zubac with the screen for Harden. And stolen by Booker. And now the Suns, a fast break, launches it from deep. The break finished off by Devin Booker.
And one reason Booker is such a great scorer, he can create easy opportunities with his defense.
Zubac, a screen on Booker. And here's Harden for 3. Connects from three-point range. Harden's got 9.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout. But that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Here's Harden on the wing. And stolen by Booker. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. And then Durant with the dunk.
Booker getting down to business on the defensive end. Terrific at knowing when to go for the steal.
From deep. And James Harden hits from deep. 12 points for him.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Devin Booker, 3, right down the hatch.
Devin Booker lethal on the pull-up jump shot. Loves going to this shot when the D is not paying any attention.
Here's Dunn. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers ahead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Mills, Drew Eubanks out there with Batum. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position. Clippers shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Here's Mills. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Well, Patty works hard to find shots. Digs up some gold there.
Allen for the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
A shot by Batum, no good. Well, Phoenix shooting not great, 40% for the game. Beal from long range scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
This is when the teammates feed off of Bradley Beal when he has it going like this.
Pass to Allen to take the lead. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Allen's got himself on the board with 3 there. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Great open look there. Allen's got 5 points in the quarter.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Oh, he is so good from deep. Bogdan is even better shooting out of the corner.
Beal from long range to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Pass to O'Neal. Beal with a screen for O'Neal. This one for 3. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got 6 rebounds here tonight. Batum inside the three-point line. Offensive rebound. Here's Coffey. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 1 and a bucket from Beal.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Here's Coffey, guarded by O'Neal. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lets the three fly. Mills in the corner. Launches a three. Phoenix grabs the miss.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Allen, that's good.
And Beal finding a guy with a better look that time.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Defended by Allen. Pass to Mills. Here's Coffey. Beal with the steal. O'Neal dishes to Beal. They set the pick. Fires the three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Los Angeles, trailing by 2. Back to Eubanks. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Coffey, guarded by O'Neal. To the wing on the left. Eubanks finds Bogdanovich. On the wing, Batum. Bogdanovich sets the pick for Batum. O'Neal with the rebound.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
There's Beal with the three. Nails the triple.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. Yeah, Bogdanovich gutsy with that one.
Allen for three. Another three for Phoenix.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range, just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry.
attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
So here's the Clippers starting group. Kawhi is the 3 with Jones playing the 4. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. Now here's Harden. The 3 is up. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Irving, no good. Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Exum. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Harden.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Exum. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Zubats screen. Leonard for 3. Davis for the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
So interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
This is where James Harden's ability to quickly scan the floor and then find the right window to deliver the pass. So good, so good.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Irving. He's got 6. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Washington passes to Davis. Over Jones. Davis misses. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Wide open look. And he hits the jumper.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Pass to Davis. Shoots over Zubats. Davis can't hit. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Leonard for 3. Mavericks with a rebound. Pass to Thompson. Inside. Here's Washington. Out to Thompson. The 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. The Clippers in the lead. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Dallas's head coach and I got a chance to talk. I asked him how they'll approach the matchup against James Harden. Coach told me, well, James is at his best going to the rim and operating behind the three-point line, so we want to try and force him to work in that in-between area as best as we can. They'll be following the analytics with that defensive strategy, BA.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
I love when Kawhi Leonard evens things up. You make a 3, I'm coming right back at you.
Dallas has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the three-point line in this first quarter. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Shot is good, off the back rim and in.
Very effective facing up. AD spotting up and cashing in.
Jones' shot is good. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Pass to Davis. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Irving for 3. Exum outside. The 3.
This guy is a perennial all-defensive team member. The wingspan, a problem for offensive players.
Jones with the ball. Leonard on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Zubats inside. Davis on him. Fader on the way. A nice shot by Zubats. Zubats has got his second basket.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Davis. Shoots over Zubats. Davis can't hit. Leonard looking over the floor from deep three-point land. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Dallas shooting their first free throw of the night. Washington left side. That'll count. And it looks like
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Los Angeles Clippers. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. Ben Simmons is out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Amir Coffey. Then there's Patrick Mills. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
BA, this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
For 3, Hardy. He can't get it to go. The Clippers lead by 3. Coffey, the pass to Simmons. This one for 3. Kept alive. Outside Bogdanovich. Right side Simmons. Outside Mills. 5 to shoot. The three is up. He buries it from three. Mills has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Edwards a screen on Simmons. For three, Powell. The rebound by Simmons. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Batum finds Mills. Batum with a screen on Edwards. Mills, the pass to Simmons. Launches it. Powell pulls it in. And it's Powell with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Nothing on offense from them yet in this second quarter. Christie sinks it from distance.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
From deep, here's Simmons. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Here's Christie. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Clippers lead by 3. Bogdanovich from long range. Can't hit that one. From behind the arc. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Now Los Angeles with it. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo, jerseys, and court. Not only that, their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Ryan, a lot to be excited about for this Clips team.
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Here's Coffey, guarded by Edwards. And the basket by Coffey. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
From deep, here's Simmons. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Simmons has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Edwards from the arc. Knocks down the long J. Edwards got his first 3 points of the game.
Then put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
From deep, here's Simmons. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Powell's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Marshall. Drills it from deep. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat. This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
19 seconds left in the first half. Christie's shot is off. Here's Coffey. On target from range. Coffey's got 5. And so it's Dallas with it. Trailing by 2. The 3. And the three-pointer goes. Simmons looking around. He gets it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Dallas on top, leading by a point. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
They've got Thompson, Washington out there with Davis. Then there's Dante Exum, and it's Irving in at the 1. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
It's very true, B.A., but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have, it's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything in the league.
These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Harden, deep three-point land. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. A deep 3. The long-distance 3 is buried. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
This is evidence that James Harden, from any spot on the floor, is willing to launch and makes good on that long 3.
Pass to Washington. Beyond the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Washington's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Irving for 3. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Drew the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score it, he can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
Doris, looking back at James Harden's time in Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
Zubac with a screen on Thompson. Done. The pass to Harden. Fires from deep. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 9 rebounds now. Launches it. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Dunn. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Thompson outside.
Oh, boy, James Harden, excellent job contesting right there. Boy, when he gives effort, look out.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, they get a hand on it. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. They lead by 1, and that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. Some changes for Los Angeles. The shot from 20 feet out. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Edwards, a pass to Powell.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Powell for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Powell's got 6.
Listen, what we know is this guy is a good finisher. And Powell now trying to extend that range, make people respect him out beyond the arc.
And it's Simmons missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. And it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
They are uncautious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Mills, no good. Dallas shooting just 36% in the third. Powell, a screen on Bogdanovich. The shot by Hardy, no good. The Clippers shooting only 31% in the game. Pass to Simmons. The fader. And And the rebound goes to Dallas. And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. Marshall can't hit. Outside Bogdanovich. And the three off target. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. Outside Mills. Clock at 6. Takes a three. Christie with a rebound. The Mavericks leading. The three, Hardy. The rebound by Ben Simmons. Simmons has got 7 rebounds in the game. There's Bogdanovich with the three. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Dallas got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Again, the miss by Dallas. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
3 shots.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And he nails the third.
He really wanted to capture the lead there, but on the bright side, at least the game is tied.
That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And time for a short break. Stay right there. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Bogdanovich is out there with Patrick Mills. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then there's Nicholas Batum. And it's Coffey in at the 3 slot. Here's Powell. Pass to Edwards. Powell, a screen on Batum. Powell against Simmons. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Powell.
You can see the defensive versatility of Ben Simmons. This guy wreaks havoc. It doesn't matter who he's defending.
Up top, Mills. And that one good. And the Clippers lead by 2. The Mavericks shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Powell, a screen on Mills. The 3, Hardy. Sinks the tray. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
From deep, here's Simmons. Fires in the triple. Simmons has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Hardy. He's guarded by Mills. Pass to Powell. Edwards a screen on Simmons. Here's Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. And the Mavericks, another 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Powell's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Bogdanovich, that's good.
And this is why Bogdanovich is a vital cog in this offense. It's his ability to stretch the floor like that.
From deep, here's Simmons. It's rebounded by Dallas. Pass to Hardy. From downtown, pure from 3-point range.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And it's Simmons missing.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Edwards a screen on Simmons. Hardy, pass to Powell. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Coffey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Simmons has the open look. Another miss by Simmons.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Marshall passes to Edwards. 3-pointer. And the Mavericks, another three.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Pass to Batum. Let's go with a three. Outside Mills. Three-pointer. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got rebound number 7 tonight. Marshall passes to Edwards. The three ball. Unable to get that one. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Mills. The shot's good. Mills has got 4 points this quarter. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Powell for 3. Batum pulls it in. Batum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Coffey. Here's the 3. Knocks down the long J.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Outside Edwards. Launches a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And they go to the intentional foul. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Coffey. Dunn, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's James Harden in for Mills. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that. And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Irving for 3. Here's Davis. Exum outside. Washington passes to Exum. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. The shot no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Good on the first. And that'll put him up 2. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Christie comes in for Exum. And so both free throws good. And it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
They need this. Misses the 3. Leonard on the wing. No good from outside. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
No choice but to go for the 3. Maybe set up a screen to carve out some space and get a clean look. And there's only one option. They need a triple.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look.
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For
So Dallas will get the first possession. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. They've got O'Neal. Dunn is out there with Durant. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Booker in at the point guard. RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the home. Homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes, and after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there, but whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
Now Durant, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Just 5 to shoot over Davis. That one wide left.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Now here's Booker. Launches it. KD can't get it to go. Pulls up on the wing. That's good from Davis on the assist by Irving. Davis has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Dallas. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. Now, I brought up Devin Booker's name, and he winced a little. He said, "Can I tell you something? I'm worried about Booker. I'm ready to double up on him and fight the good fight, but if he gets hot, we're in trouble." So, I guess it's hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off a shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
For Dallas, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Mavericks with the ball.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
So fluid pulling up to shoot. Durant's range is one of the biggest strengths of his game.
Now here's Davis. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And from undrafted to journeyman to starter. Richard, you got to admire stories like Royce O'Neal.
It's motivational, Kevin. Just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't make it to the NBA, which is exactly what O'Neal has done.
Davis, again the miss by the Mavericks. Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field. A wide open look for Durant, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Durant's got 5 now.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Basket counts.
Too big, too skilled. Davis in the face of good defense that time.
Now here's Durant. He's got 5, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Davis. The rebound by Richards. Suns leading by 5. Dunn kicks to Durant. Pass to Richards. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Booker the pass to Durant. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And stolen by Booker. 1:39 left to play in the first quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. He has 5. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Suns.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Now here's Durant. 7 points in the game. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Davis down low, guarded by KD, and it's sent back by KD. Irving against Booker. 41 seconds left here in the first quarter. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And Durant launches from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently. You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Booker dishes to O'Neal. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Powell. Nails the baby hook. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Dunn sets a screen for KD. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Suns lead by 10. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Derek Lively. Christie is out there with Hardy. Then it's Exum, and it's Marshall in at the 4. Lively's shot is off. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Lively's shot is off. Phoenix leading by 13. Bull the pass to Beal. Allen left side. Up again. Rebound by Marshall. The Mavericks shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Phoenix has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Bull, that's good. Bull's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Lively inside. Working on Plumlee. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Allen inside the three-point line. Mavericks with the rebound. Pass to Lively. Now Exum. Lets it go with the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Stolen. One-on-one fast break. The 3. And Bull pulls it down. Phoenix leading by 10. Allen for 3. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention, carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
Here's Hardy. Sinks the three-pointer.
The transition 3. It's part of the new NBA, and when he's taking them, it's a great shot.
And it's in there. Plumlee's got his first points in this one.
I like Beal's vision. Makes a great read on this pass.
Exum kicks to Marshall. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Hits the jump hook. Phoenix leading by 10. Here's Bull. And Lively pulls it down. Here's Christie. Lively against Plumlee. Lively's shot is off.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Mavericks foul. Christie. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Allen. He's got 6. No good on the quick 3. Right wing. Lively inside. He's guarded by Plumlee. They get it again. Pass to Marshall. Tries again. Lively's shot is off.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
15 seconds left here in the second. Unloads. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. So thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. We've got Booker. Nick Richards out there with Durant. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's done in at the 3. Suns leading by 12. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Here's Davis, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Davis has got 8 points.
And Davis has added strength over his career. Really helps him inside.
Richards finds Durant over Davis. That doesn't go either for Durant. Mavericks shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And Davis can't get it to go. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Mavericks trail by 10. And stolen by Dunn. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Richards. Back to Durant. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Booker against Gafford. And he trims the lead to single digits. Phoenix leading by 8. Launches a 3. They get it back. Durant just inside the line. For three, Booker, that's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alden. David.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage, so an adjustment was made. The fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. Durant, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
The three from Davis. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
The three from KD. Mavericks with the rebound. Washington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Gafford misses. Phoenix leading by 10. Durant dishes to Booker. Back to KD. Suns moving the ball around. Lets the three fly. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
Good on the three-point shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that.
The plays under video review under rule. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
It helps provide a way to get certain types of plays looked at that otherwise wouldn't necessarily trigger any sort of replay review.
I think the league doing a great job of continually evolving replay review has been pretty well received across the board, and everyone trying to do their best to make sure the calls are as accurate as possible. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Martin. And Bull pulls it down. Suns leading by 10. The Mavericks shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Christie with the screen on Bull. Pass to Christie. And stolen by Bull. This one for three. And the Suns get it back. Beal finds Bull. Here's Martin. Bull setting the pick for Beal. 1 second left. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. He is out there with Christie. Then it's Martin. Then it's Exum, and it's Marshall in a power forward position. Martin from outside. It's good from long range. And the Suns lead by 17.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Martin with the bucket.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
And a deep three from Beal. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Christie. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
I guess we can credit the defense for that one going wide. They did everything they could to influence the shot.
A three ball. Drops in the tray. Christie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Bull. And the three off target. Mavericks trailed by 11. There's the three. The shot's good from Christie. Christie's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Mavs.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Beal from long range. And the rebound goes to Martin.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Over to the wing. Here's Christie. Out to the right wing. Lock at 6. Now Marshall. Here's the three. Another three for Dallas.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
It's one thing to get close, but do they have enough left in the tank to take the lead? We'll have to see.
Here's Exum. No good with the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Allen finds Beal. Allen a screen on Christie. Beal from long range. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Now he's checked in for Dante Exum. Davis comes in for Najee Marshall. And Irving subbed in for Hardy.
And with that three ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by the Mavs.
Pass to Powell for three. Phoenix grabs the miss. There's a minute 47 left here in the fourth quarter. Durant for three. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got his fifth rebound in this one. And here's Davis for three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
I like when Davis looks to get physical and draw contact, using his size to his advantage.
The second one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. And he cannot get the third one to drop, going just 1 of 3.
Yeah, they needed those points badly. A good job to get to the line. Doesn't mean anything if you can't convert.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Marshall's checked in. Suns leading by 9. Here's Durant. In close. Durant gets the bucket.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Phoenix.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for KD.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Martin finds KD. Martin the screen. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Martin. And the Suns lead by 11.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And they'll get another chance. for the three. No good. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Thank you for that, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Richard Jeff.
been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Devin Booker out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3. Now here's Leonard. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Dunn.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And that one's good.
Tough to guard Devin Booker on a quick pick and roll with his size and speed. He can be very dangerous in these sets.
Leonard with a screen on Booker. Pass to Zubac. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Richards. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And a deep 3 from Leonard. Richards pulls it in. And despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to take over games, Brent.
Yeah, does it feel, B.A., that Kawhi sometimes is even more patient and more deliberate in the way he delivers in games? I think he's the type of talent that can slow himself and the game down at his will and still be a lockdown defender.
Now here's Harden. Leonard on the wing. Oh, Durant with a steal. All alone on the break. Throws it up high. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. Booker, the pass to Durant. Over Leonard.
Just such an elite defender with unreal instincts. Kawhi Leonard consistent at locking up whoever it is he's guarding.
Booker no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
With the step back. Zubac, screen. Jones, the pass to Harden. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now here's Dunn. Leonard outside. Let's go with a 3, and he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Don't sleep on Kawhi's range. He'll burn you from down deep.
Outside Booker takes the 3, drops in the 3. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Left side Durant. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Counted.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Clippers trail by 4. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat, and KD's name came up pretty quickly. I asked Coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him, make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop, and ruffle his feathers. So the orders for the defense are to stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Durant. Here's Dunn. Here he goes. A deep 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Harden, deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And not a lot of limit to what the lefty can do. James Harden from deep.
Booker with it. Dunn in his pocket. Inside. The kick to Durant. Puts up a 3. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Zubac with a screen on Booker. Pass to Jones. Dunn outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Zubac. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Durant, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Jones from outside. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pulls up on the wing. Durant with another miss.
Well, he's a guy to count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Counted from distance.
We continue to see Leonard and his patience being able to deliver the ball like that.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Harden. It's hauled in by the Suns. Richards has got 6 rebounds in the game. For 3, Durant. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Los Angeles up by 4. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
We've got Norman Powell. He's out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. Drew Eubanks out there with Amir Coffey. And it's Brown in at the 4 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Well, Brent, this is the 8th season for Bogdan Bogdanovic. He's as steady as a metronome, man.
Now, the thing, B.A., I don't think guys appreciate him as much as they should in that off-guard position. He is gritty and competitive. He can shoot the ball. He's willing to take big shots. And I love the pace and competitiveness he plays with.
And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Suns. 4-point game. There's the steal. It's Powell on the wing. Allen defending. Here's Eubanks. Plumlee pulls down the board. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Bull with it. Picked up by Eubanks. For 3, Allen tries to keep it alive. Powell pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 4. In transition, here they come. And here's Brown for 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. For 3, Allen. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Coffey, the pass to Eubanks. Fader on the way. Buries it from 3. Eubanks, he's got 6 points in the quarter.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch? Now those big guys are everywhere.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Bull against Brown. Bull, the pass to Allen. Shoots over Powell. Hauled in by Brown. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Coffey. He's guarded by Martin. Coffey can't get it to go. Suns trail by 5. Beal outside. Back to Bull. The 3. And Beal gets it to go on the assist from Bull. Beal's got 5 points. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
And that misses. That would have put him up. The Clippers have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things you have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie. Now here's Bull. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Martin. Fires for 3. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. The Clippers trail Bogdanovich with it. Harden picks him up. Now Brown launches a three. In transition, here come the Suns. Now here's Bowl. Fades back. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. And the Suns lead by 3.
And Beal finding a guy with a better look that time.
There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Bogdanovich has got his first 3 points of the game.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Beal's shot is off. The Clippers shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Powell's shot is off.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Out to Beal. The 3 is up. 6 on the shot clock. And no good, trying to use the glass. Outside Bogdanovich. And here's Brown for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the 3rd quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contain him. He's been that...
Durant finishes off the lob.
Like the connection there. KD has his teammates looking out for him. An outstanding alley-oop that time.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A.
And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Zubac screen. Leonard for 3. Offensive rebound. Done outside. Pass to Harden. Fires the 3. Nails it from 3. Harden's got 6.
Well, pick your poison with James Harden. Either way, he's going to find a way to make you pay.
Up top, Durant. Leonard defending. Durant, pass to Booker. From the arc. Devin Booker for 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Harden against Booker. Crafty move. Out to Leonard. Here's the 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. On the wing, Durant. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Leonard passes to Zubac. Jones from outside. Hits a three-pointer. Jones has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
I'm not sure who is supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
The 3, Durant. And James Harden pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 4. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Leonard with the ball. He's got 6. Lets the 3 fly. O'Neal pulls it in.
Not a way to get out of a funk He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Zubac screen. Here's Leonard. And he's back in business as the jumper finally drops for him. Leonard's got 8.
Great dribble moves there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
There's the 3. And Booker hits from deep.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Jones feels it out. Pass to Zubac.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Goes to the fadeaway.
Nice job by Zubac using his size and just making his presence felt.
Durant with a screen on Harden. Booker, the pass to Durant. Oh, stolen by Harden. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Three-pointer, Beal. Bol finds Beal. And here's Martin. 1:27 left in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Beal. It doesn't go for him.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
To the middle. The fader. The shot by Eubanks, no good. And it's Allen with the ball for the Suns. Trailing by 5. Pass to Iguodala. Back to Beal. The 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Beal's got 8.
Down in the corner, Beal shoots with confidence. Just one more area he can score from consistently.
Bogdanovich, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Bol, no good. The Clippers shooting about 40% so far in the third. Coffee off target with the 3. Phoenix has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Outside Bol. For the tie. Pass to Martin. Brown with the steal. Here's Coffee. No good on the buzzer beater. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's Los Angeles. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Amir Coffey, Norman Powell out there with Bogdan Bogdanovich. Then it's Drew Eubanks, and it's Brown in at the power forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. There's a screen by Bol. For 3, Allen. Pure from 3-point range. And the Suns lead by 1. Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire.
Bogdanovich with it. Picked up by Allen. For 3, Powell. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
It's Martin on the wing. Up top, Allen. Launches it. The rebound by Eubanks. Eubanks, he's got 4 rebounds now. For 3, Powell. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Cody Martin, and he knocks down the first one. And no matter how many minutes he gets, Norm Powell is always ready to shoot, Brent.
Oh, man, B8. Norman Powell has consistently been in that be-ready club off the bench. I mean, he can come in and score a bunch of points for his team and spark the offense. But this guy has been aggressive from day one, and it doesn't matter where he is, he knows his role.
Here's Beal. Allen, right side. Martin, the pass to Allen. Bowl, a screen on Bogdanovich. Beal's shot is off. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Coffey from behind the arc. Sinks the tray.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. From downtown, and Beal hits it from deep.
And Bradley Beal coming for his revenge.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Bogdanovich with it, picked up by Allen. Here's Powell, and it goes straight through with a swish. Powell's gotten 4 this quarter. Suns trail by 3. Bowl, the pass to Beal. There's the screen by Bowl. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. The shot no good. Phoenix has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. For 3, Allen. Powell pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Puts up a deep 3. Clippers keep it alive. Outside Bogdanovich. Tries again. Doesn't go that time. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Bowl, pass to Allen, and there's the call on Drew Eubanks. That's his first foul of the game, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Ivica Zubac checked in for Eubanks. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Brown. Dunn, he's checked in for Powell, and it's Harden in for Bogdanovich. Richards with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. 4 on the clock. Here's Durant. Outside O'Neal. Beal outside to tie it up. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Zubac. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Richards. That'll be a second foul of the game. 1:11 left to play in the fourth. Dunn, the pass to Harden. Screen by Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. Harden misses. The Suns shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. And so it's Phoenix with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. He buries it from 3.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Screen by Leonard. And the Clippers miss again. And here are the Suns. Durant with it. Harden picks him up.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard for 3. And buries it from deep.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Booker with a screen on Leonard. Back to Booker. Here's Durant.
They got that one.
He gets it. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So alongside Grant Hill.
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the welcome aboard, everybody. This and what a matchup we have here in the front court break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Christie. P.J. Washington is out there with Davis. Then it's Thompson, and it's Irving in at the point. Bucket is good.
I like Leonard's shot right there. He's very comfortable from that distance.
Puts up a deep three. Offensive rebound. Pass to Washington. And it's off from three-point range. Now Zubac puts it up. And Davis pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. On its way from Irving for 2. Second chance shot. And that one's good by Davis.
Nice putback on that follow from Davis. Was just determined to get that rebound.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing. And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, Zubac following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Washington. Takes a three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, and you can feel it. When you make a three on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Harden's shot is off.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Now, Leonard. After the missed three from Klay Thompson. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. The deep three from Harden. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And Harden has the ultimate green light. I mean, it's uber green, including launching from outside of the state.
And it's Washington missing. Clippers leading by 3. Puts up a deep three. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The deep three from Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
Leonard, no luck. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Christie. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Hey, there's no denying it. Kyrie is a score-first guard, but he's a better passer than he gets credit for.
Miller outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Christie. Another three for Dallas.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Miller outside. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Irving can't hit. The Clippers shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Down against Thompson. Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Leonard. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he nails the third. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Clippers lead by... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
what we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Norman Powell is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Brown. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Coffey in at the 3. The Mavericks trailing. Lively inside. He is covered by Bogdanovich. And the shot goes down. Lively's got his first points of the night. To the surprise of some, Derek Lively made an immediate impact as a rookie.
Count me amongst those folks, Kevin. I saw him in college, and I liked his potential, and I thought it would take a while longer for him to have an impact. But, boy, he has exceeded expectations in a big way. And because of his shot blocking and energy, running the floor, rim running, and the like, he's earned himself some nice minutes as a contributing player.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. Here's Gafford. Lively inside. Powell's there, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Clippers leading by 6. Puts up a deep 3. Bogdanovich, no luck. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Gafford. Dallas again missing. Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And it's Bogdanovich again missing. Mavericks trail by 6. Lively. It's hauled in by... Brown. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only given up 2 points this quarter. The Mavericks shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Bangs home the trifecta. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles. To stop the run. Offensive rebound. Lively against Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. The second chance effort. Simmons with the defensive effort.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Powell against Gafford. Shoots over Powell. Dallas again missing.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Greg, you look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Mavericks trail by 11. Lively, no one around him. Dallas, no good that time either.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
The offensive rebound. Here's the Clippers. 11 unanswered points for them. And here's Simmons for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Gafford passes to Lively. Jacks up a three. Gafford inside. He's covered by Brown. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Gafford. And Los Angeles guys shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Dallas has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's the three. Prosper misses. Clippers leading by 9. Here's Coffey. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Dallas shooting only 21% from the field so far. Prosper off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
But three, it's not going to go for him. Here's Powell. Over Edwards. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. I thank you, David. Folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Bogdan Bogdanovic really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Anthony Davis. Christie is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Irving, and it's Thompson in at the 2. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
From deep Washington. Out to Thompson. Lets it go with a 3. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
I don't know what you do about that. Davis just powering it down.
Great open look there. And the Clippers lead by 6.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Davis. That misses off the backboard. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. No good on the triple. Mavericks trail by 6. Pass to Irving. Davis setting the pick for Irving. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Zubac. Christie is checked in for Miller.
Lineup for your Clippers, number 12, Christie.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. The jump hook, and he can't bank that one in. Here's Christie. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Christie against Christie. It's good. Christie's got 5 points now in the quarter. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Christie. He's got 9. Pass to Washington. Here's Christie. Outside Irving. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easiness. And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut back down to 8. Those were necessary points from Washington. Here's Christie. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Christie against Christie. Another three for Dallas.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Here's Christie. Cracks in the tray. And now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Christie. For the three. Los Angeles with another miss. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Christie. Off target with his 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11.
That time you saw how Leonard surveyed the floor and found the guy with the best look.
Out to the wing. Here's Christie. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Dallas, no good that time either.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And it's been their... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's the Clippers with the ball. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Brown, Bogdanovich out there with Powell. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Coffey in at the 3 slot. Clippers leading by 11. Powell finds Simmons. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got his 6th rebound on the night. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Brown deciding where to go with it. Powell with the steal. Lively with it. The 3 ball. Three-pointer. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Simmons got 6 rebounds in the game. The tray. They get it back. Simmons on the wing. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively. And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle, to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Here's Gafford. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside, Simmons. A fader. Simmons missing again.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm. You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
And the Clippers miss again. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Lively. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from 3-point range. This is not a 4th quarter he's going to want to remember. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Brown.
Not pretty You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And Coffee gets it to go.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Three-pointer. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Lively with the screen. Here's Prosper. No good from outside.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Got a piece of it. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Jarek Lively. Washington comes in for Daniel Gafford. Christie, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. It's Thompson in for Edwards. Irving's checked in for Dallas. And it's Davis with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They've played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Los Angeles.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
Irving with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Christie. Another three for Dallas.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep. And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Christie, he's checked in for the Clippers.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
41 seconds left in the fourth. The screen from Thompson. Christie kicks to Irving. For three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up, W in the bag. At the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
From outside the arc, offensive rebound to the left side wing. Nailed from three-point land. And the Clippers lead by 11. And the Mavericks with possession here. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A confident win, and much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.